made, let us rejoice and be glad in it. Before every speech I ever make, I always acknowledge my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because he said if you don't acknowledge him, he's not going to acknowledge you. And when I come knocking, I want him to let me in. And I also acknowledge my wife, Julie, because we're in this race together. And whatever I go through, she's going through it as well. But I want to thank all you for being here, because it is time for Herschel Walker to take that Senate seat back from Senator Warnock, because that Senate seat belongs to Herschel. And I'm going to tell you this little story. I've been telling this story since I've been on this little bus tour. But I also want to thank some of our men and women in blue, and Sheriff Freeman. I want to thank him, and because we always got to stand with our men and women in blue, and let's remember that. Let's not just stand with them, but we got to support them as well and stuff, and not like my opponent that want to call them names and thugs and bullies and stuff like that. I'm waiting for him to apologize to our men and women in blue. But I'll tell this story because, I remember hearing about this guy that died early in life. He died early in life, and as he got to heaven, St. Peter met him at the pearly gates. And St. Peter said, your name is on the roll right now. But he said, I'm going to give you an opportunity. You're going to be the only one in history that's going to get an opportunity to decide where you want to go. So I'm going to take you to both places, and you can decide where you want to go. So I'm going to take you to hell first, and then I'm going to take you to heaven. So he puts him in this elevator, and he takes him all the way down to hell. And the doors open up, and there was a party going on. There was a lot of music playing. He saw some of his friends there. He was having a great time. And all of a sudden, St. Peter came to him and said, you ready to go? You ready to go? And he said, I have to leave. He said, yeah, you got to leave now. You got to make a decision. And he puts him in his elevator, and he takes him all the way up to heaven. And to get to heaven, the weather is beautiful. People are having a good time. It's just nice and stuff. And after a couple of hours, St. Peter came to him and said, have you made your mind up? Have you made your mind up? And the guy said, well, St. Pete, I hate to tell you this. I think I want to go to hell. So I want to go to hell because that seemed like my type of place. St. Peter said, are you sure? He said, yeah. So he puts him in his elevator and takes him all the way back down to hell again. And when the doors open up now, it's hot. People are miserable. They're crying, they're screaming, and they're saying, wait. And he said, wait a minute. A couple of hours ago I was here. There was a party going on. People was having a good time. Satan shows up and said, a couple of hours ago I was campaigning. And I tell you that right now because the people that I'm running against, Senator Warnock is complaining right now. He's not telling you the truth. I don't know if you know this. He don't support our men and women in blue, and I'm going to tell you what, I do. There's a big contrast between the two of us. And I'm one of these guys, I'm going to tell you this right here. You may not have heard of this. The man is scared to debate me. Y'all been hearing, I don't want to debate him. No, he don't want to debate me. I told him to show up in October the 14th in Savannah, in his hometown. And the man is still running. But he don't know I can catch him. I can catch him. But you know what? I'm not going to chase him because I'm going to talk to the people. We want him to show up. Stand up. I said, put your big man pants on. I'm not a child. Put your big man pants on and show up and show the people what you can do. I'm this country boy. Remember, I don't know what I'm talking about. So why don't you show up and embarrass me or get embarrassed? That's what's going to happen. It is time right now that we stand up for this country. I was shocked when I heard that Make America Great Again, that's a bad slogan. You live in America. Shouldn't you want it to be a good country? And it's time for us to stand up for what is right. I am tired of people thinking that we can bow down. And I made a statement, and I'm going to tell you where the statement is from, Martin Luther King, that he said, when you back his being, people can ride your back. Straighten up and quit letting people ride your back. That's what he's been doing all the time. 96% of the time he's voted with Joe Biden. 96% of the time. You know what that means? That means an open border. That means your economy is suffering. That means low crime on the street. You've seen it. And people are running. People are afraid. Now they won't even let you speak your mind because they're going to call you a name. I said, call me a name. It doesn't bother me. What bothers me is people are dying on the streets in Atlanta. What bothers me is people can't eat. What bothers me is they're bringing wokeness in our military. Bringing wokeness in our military, the greatest fighting force ever assembled before the God. And they're bringing it in our military. And I'm going to tell you, our military is the reason we're the greatest country in the world. Because we got the greatest military in the world. But right now, they're talking about pronouns. Are you serious? How do you identify? I can promise you right now, China ain't talking about how you can identify. They're talking about war. They're not talking about pronouns. They're talking about bullets. Bullets don't care what color your skin is. It is time that we do the right thing. The right thing is stand up for your kids. They're bringing wokeness in your kids now. You see what they're doing? They're bringing it into your schools now. Well, not on my watch. Not on my watch. And people ask me why I'm running because I am sick and tired of this. And if I have to fight alone, I don't care. One thing about it, I'm not a politician. Y'all know that. Y'all see that. I don't look like one. I'm a warrior for God. And God told me, thou shalt not kill. Remember, my guy I'm running against said a woman can kill her baby. That's what he said. And you know what? Thou shalt not bear false witness. You see what he's doing? And he's running into hiding, saying, I'm going to help you out. He put us in this mess. He put us in this mess. It's sort of like in a football term. When a coach is not doing his job, he gets fired. They haven't been doing their job. Right now, the people have told him, 70% of the people have said y'all headed in the wrong direction. And they continue to head in that direction. I even watched a commercial he did. He was running on the track backwards. You can't even do that right. So show up on October the 14th and debate me and show me that you can do something right for the first time in your life. Quit saying that you're going to do it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, he without sin cast the first stone. No, I've had my problems, but I've stood up. I'm still standing. I'm still standing. And right now, my family is hurting. And all you in my family, I don't care what color you are. This man is in a church of one of the greatest black leaders ever walk this earth. And he said it's not the color of your skin, but the content of your character. And all he talks about is the color of your skin. Hey, I said, I want to bring people together because I heard, it's even written in the Bible, a house divided cannot stand. And right now, that's what they're talking about. They're trying to divide you. Don't fall for it. Don't let them take you down in that elevator. That's what they're trying to do. Right now, they need a vote. They need you to vote for them. So they're campaigning. They're not going to tell you the truth. The truth is they want to address the issues at hand. They want to address them. Y'all see it. They're telling you, what is a woman? Think about it. What is a woman? That's right. Hey, they're telling you a man can get pregnant. Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, a man can't get pregnant. I'm not afraid to answer that question. And I'm going to tell you this. A man should be in women's sports. Get them out. When are we going to have people that's going to stand up and tell the truth? Hey, I'm going to tell the truth. Men should be in women's sports. And you know what? If you're able to work, it's time to work. And then we can still tell you, we got to get back to the foundation of this country. Get back to people caring about each other. Are we going to have some tough times? Yes, we are. But can we work it together? Yes, we can. People ask me all the time, why am I doing this? I said, how in the world could I sit back and do well while I see my family hurt? I see my family starve. You think I'm going to be happy? I'm not happy. I'm going to run and I'm going to win. I'm going to win. And they know it. Hey, this was so amazing. I said this the other day. Y'all not going to believe this. They've spent $50-something million against me. Yes. Hey, I told them they could have gave me that money. I could have made myself look bad. $50-something million against me. And the raising right at time. The race is either I'm ahead by one or he's ahead by one, which means they're headed in the wrong direction. It's time for him to talk about the things he's doing. Talk about what he's doing. An open border. You know, he don't want to talk about it. Open border. People always get upset when I talk about it. I'm telling you guys, we got to have legal immigration. We all know that. And a wall do work. We all know that. And you know what? They ask, oh, what do you want to do? They always wanted me to come up with some excuse. Let me tell you this. When you have a leaking faucet, when you have your carpet getting wet from the apartment above you, you better not worry about the carpet. You better worry about the leak coming from the top. Well, what's happening, let's not worry about what you're going to do after they get here. Let's stop them from getting over. That may be the thing we need to work on. So we got to get back to defending this country on the foundation this country was founded on. And I'm going to tell you something. I heard the guy I was running against. Now, I heard this. Sometimes I don't hear things right, but I heard this, and you guys may have heard it too. It said America must apologize for its whiteness. And I started thinking about this for a moment. I'm going to tell you two things, and I'm going to give you an answer to this. Well, one thing is 23andMe has screwed us all up, hasn't it? We don't know what we are. But if you stop for a moment and look at our founding fathers when they wrote the Constitution, they wrote in the Constitution that every man to be treated fair. They try to write a Constitution to help this country be a better place. But what has happened, we put people in office like Senator Warnock that not held this paper to what is written on the paper. What he's trying to do is divide us through your color, divide us through your how much money you make. So what he's doing is separating you. So that's the reason that he is wrong. That if we elect the right people in Washington that got the guts to speak the right thing, we wouldn't be in this mess. And right now, I'm telling y'all who the right person is. Y'all know who it is. He's standing right here before you. Because I don't dance and sing for nobody. And it seems like that's all he's been doing in Washington. And not only that, this economy is starving. Think about it. And yet he's making money. How in the world can you make money while the people are hurting? And you never heard that the captain goes down with the ship? You made it, man, so you got to hurt from it as well? I can't understand this. And people ask me why I'm running. Isn't that enough? Isn't that enough? And I say, I'm sick and tired. They're not going to hurt my kids. They're not going to hurt my family. You're my family. My parents taught me to fight for my family. They taught me to fight for my family. And I'm going to fight. And I'm going to win. I'm going to win. Hey, I thank you guys so much. This is our second stop, I think, on our bus tour. I thank you guys so much for coming out on a hot, sunny day like this. And, you know, I remember Coach Russell used to say this. No matter what type of day it was, he said, what a day the Lord has made, let us rejoice and be glad in it. And then he'll leave out by saying, isn't it great to be alive? Isn't it wonderful to be alive? Hey, honk it down, Harry Dog. And I said, right now, guys, come November, we got a decision to make. We have a very, very important decision to make. And we got to make the right choice. Don't let them take us down in that elevator. Because right now, that's what they're doing. And I'm not just saying voting for Herschel Walker. I'm saying voting for the right Republicans that's going to do the right thing. Because we got to get the right people in the school board. We got to get the right mayors, the right judges. We got to get the right people in order that care about this country, that care about your kids, that care about you. They care about you because you put them in office. We can't blame anyone else. Guys, I want to just leave you with this because I hear all the time, people always think something is better on the other side. This is the greatest country in the world today, the United States of America, the greatest place in the world today. And I always talk about this bull that was out in the field, and this bull had 6 cows with him. And 3 of them was pregnant, expecting calves. And the grass was all the way up to his knees, and all he had to do was eat grass. That's all he had to do was eat grass. But he kept worrying about the other cows, 3 other cows in this other field that didn't belong to him. He kept his nose up against the fence. Kept worrying about something else. And one day he decided, you know what, I'm going to get to that other side over there. And as he measured that fence up one day, he measured the fence up, and all of a sudden he said, I think I can jump this. And he got back at a certain distance and he took off running. And as he dove over that fence, his belly got cut up under the bottom, and he rolled over and realized that I made it on the other side. And he trotted up to the top of the hill, but when he got up there, he realized that they were bulls too. And the reason I tell you that little story, it is time that we wake up and realize that we together got to defend this country. And the way we do it through our votes, we together got to stand up together. And God bless you guys. Thank you guys. God bless you.
All right, Forsyth County, you've heard from Herschel Walker. Now's your chance to meet Herschel Walker. So this area right here is closed off by security, so make sure you don't walk this way. If you want to meet Herschel Walker, walk around the back. The bus is on the other side. Look for the guy wearing the striped Georgia Bulldog shirt. He's going to get you set up in the line, okay? Thank you all for coming out tonight.
All right, guys, that was the Herschel Walker speech in Forsyth County, Georgia. I'll post a link to his website in this video in the comments or down below, so you guys can go learn more about him and donate. Herschel Walker's bus tour is going for the next few days, I think. So if you're somewhere in Georgia, I'll post a link to his bus tour also, so you can see where that's going to be.